everybody, True here, bringing you another True review. Today it's Metrico Plus on the Xbox One. Now it is also available on Steam and PlayStation 4, where it has been available for a while now, but it is a brand new release on the Xbox platform. Now Metrico Plus is arguably one of the most creative original platformers to come out in the last 10 years. Like, who needs platforms when you can have an adventure through a world made of infographics which react to your every input? The visual style alone sets it apart from most platformers you can get nowadays. Abstract geometric shapes are just so pleasing to the eye, coupled with the smooth animation of the playable character, who you can choose to be male or female, who are cut out as a silhouette against the vibrant colours of the infographics that you negotiate. The soundtrack as well just fits the game so perfectly. It kind of has peaks and troughs in the vibrancy of the music, and gets more rousing and inspiring when you're running through and jumping and moving platforms. It just kind of all comes together, and I hope the footage together with this video brings that across. Now, the buzzword around Metrico Plus is input morphing. Now what that essentially means is every movement or action you take will change the level in some way, whether it be raising a pillar, spawning an enemy, or by moving a platform, which can either help or hinder the player. Figuring out how to actually move efficiently through the challenges is just as important as knowing what you actually meant to do, because wasteful movement at the start of a room may actually hinder or entirely block your progress towards the end of it, making progress impossible. Now, in terms of plot, there's not an awful lot of plot explanation going on, to be honest with you. The player's character's motivation and why they're in this situation or why they're in this world is never actually explained, and it's even more puzzling that when you get towards the end of each world, you do have a choice to make of which door to go through, and this doesn't seem to have any bearing or impact on the game whatsoever. So it's a little bit puzzling there, and could have done with a little bit of fleshing out an explanation to what is going on. Now, each of the game's world, of which the 6 gradually introduces new gameplay mechanics, from simple things like jumping, shooting, checkpoint manipulation, just to name but a few, which towards the end, as you're pulling off some quick and complex control pad gymnastics, and it does work very, very well. Thankfully, the original control issues which were on the Vita version of the game, which this originally came out on, have been sorted out, and now quick combinations and inputs which react in the way that you expect them to do, making some trickier platform sections very, very pleasing to do. Now, the game's biggest issue for me, which is common with a lot of games nowadays, not just digital downloads but full retail games as well, is the actual length of it. Now, whilst the first playthrough of each world will probably take about 20 minutes, half an hour as you muddle your way through, the subsequent runs will obviously be a lot quicker. In fact, if you're actually going for the achievements on the game, the speedrun requirements, if you add them all together, will clock in at around about 25 minutes, and that's been generous in rounding the actual times up to the nearest minute, which doesn't really provide you with a lot of game really for the 6 worlds. Staying with the achievements, it's an interesting list which tasks the player clearing certain worlds with specific requirements, such as using only a certain amount of jumps, and one level in particular which is fiendishly difficult. You just simply cannot walk left. Now, that may seem something very easy not to do, but it's not in practice, so it's quite an interesting take on how to restrict the player and make the levels more challenging. There is, of course, the obligatory collectible achievement and a few other miscellaneous tasks which you need to complete. So I think it's going to be a challenging 1000 game score. You obviously got the speed runs for each of the 6 levels as well, so yeah, I think it's going to be challenging but definitely doable with a little bit of practice and repeat runs of the level. In conclusion, Metrico Plus is an excellent platformer which is a pleasure to experience with its vibrant abstract visuals, coupled with a rousing and inspiring musical score, but it just leaves you wanting more, a lot more in fact, a lot more, because the 6 worlds simply aren't enough and can be completed far too quickly, especially for the casual player who won't necessarily go for the speed runs and want to hone their runs of each level. Nevertheless, I'm still going to give Metrico Plus a cracking 4 out of 5. It's an excellent platformer, beautiful game to play, and very, very enjoyable for whilst it lasts. So I hope you enjoyed that review, guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.